on the intelligence. And we're here to assist you in any way we can, with whatever some things you might be experiencing or whatever stress load you might be going to. Life has a way of bringing, certain situations that cause you to be depressed or feeling inadequate, or feel like you're not working within the society. Well, that's not true. You are. You are important, and you are your life. We care about your life. We care about what happens to you. So we're going to assist you in transporting you to the doctor if you become a spinal client, to assist you in getting you to a doctor for help or take you from the doctor back to your residence. Here I have with me Miss Tanya. She's one of the spinal work. We also have Miss Caitlin. They'll tell you more about the spinal program that's being offered.
Good morning, you guys. As Deputy Butler was just explaining, this form is totally up to you guys. You don't have to fill it out. But we do want to offer services with your mental health, or if you need any services with medical. That we can transport. I like using transport because they go back to you. We can help with rides. If you guys need rides to the doctor, rides to office. As well as anything as far as your mental health, your physical health, as I said, this form, you are not obligated to fill it out. Okay, if you did not fill it out, you can keep it. If you did start the fill out process, I want you to keep it for yourself, so we won't have any information. Okay, but if you chose to fill it out, either face to face, as if we both said, you can have a one-on-one, or if you would rather a text message, you guys, we can text back and forth. Or if email is better for you, you can email. Whichever is best for you guys if you would like services. With the folder as well, if you didn't fill it out, you guys keep it. If you did fill it out, we'll come back and pick them up and just go on it.
I'm sorry.
You good?
Not trying to run. What if I filled it out, but I'm already issued?
If you're already in a question, you can keep it. Or if you have some questions, we can take it for you. One last thing, you guys, pens. Make sure to put the pens back, y'all. Okay? Other than that, any other questions? Concerns? Okay, then. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, I think we have our representative for the vet program, talk to y'all real quick.
Hi, my name is Deborah Blevins. I am a rep for the Military Veteran Peer Network. So what I do is I bridge the gap between veteran service members and their families and the resources that are available to them within the community. Part of my resource is integrating veterans who have been justice involved. So from the time that you were arrested in any capacity, you are identified and I am given a list, and then I go make contact with you either in general, I send you a letter, or I can come to you here in the courthouse. And the scope of what I cover, I can help you with applying for your benefits, any capacity of benefits, medical, disability, or educational benefits. I can help you with getting in contact with representatives through the VA, through Spindletop. One of the specialties of my position is that I am not limited to working with veterans within the VA or Spindletop. I have access to every one of the state resources. I'm one of 66 people in the state of Texas that does the MVPN program. So I have a lot of resource opportunities and availabilities. If anybody has any questions or would like to learn anything else or have any more information, I do have flyers. So let me know if you would like one, okay? Thank you guys.
Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, paperwork that you have, we're gonna give you time to finish filling those documents out. Now, if you need any assistance with filling the paperwork out, just let us know, just by simply bringing your hand, and then we'll have our court personnel, including myself, who will be happy to assist you with filling the paperwork out. Now, it's gonna take a little time for us to pick up the paperwork from you. Because we're gonna put you in one of three categories. One will be to hire an attorney, and if you want to hire an attorney, your case will be reset today. Give you time to hire an attorney. The next category is if you would like to apply for a court appointed attorney. If you qualify, you will be appointed an attorney before you leave here. And the other category is, if you want to represent yourself. If you would like to represent yourself, you have an opportunity to talk to one of the two prosecutors, y'all can reach an agreement. Then the case will be taken care of today. Now, make sure on that first form that I went over, at the top, it has a line that says the state of Texas versus. Please print your name on that line. Just print your name on that line, okay? And now, once you finish filling out the paperwork, as I mentioned to you earlier, we'll call you up one at a time. If you need to use the restroom, there are two restrooms right out in the hall. There's a men's restroom in front of County Court on Law number 3. And then on the opposite side of the hall, in front of 172nd District Court, there's the women's restroom. You'll be allowed to use the restroom. Please do not leave the courthouse. Okay? If you leave the courthouse and your case is called, you're not here, your bond can be forfeited. And if your bond is forfeited, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. You'll be arrested, placed back in the county jail. And guess what? We'll have to go through this whole process all over again. And so we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that everything is taken care of today so that we can get you in and out as soon as possible. Before we do anything else, make sure that you conduct yourself accordingly because we're still in court. Okay. Do we have any questions? Yes.
In the event that we want to try and come to a free parking agreement, is there a time limit or is there a threshold on the time between when it shifts to an agreed plea bargain?
If you can't reach an agreement and you still want a plea bargain, it ships right then it's unagreed. Yeah. You can't reach an agreement, there's no agreement, so if you still want to go forward with your plea bargain, it's unagreed at that point.
I guess my question is you have to get it agreed today?
Well, that's the point, that's the purpose of it, to see if y'all can get it agreed today.
Oh.
Yeah, and if it doesn't happen, obviously, you're representing yourself. If, and then we'll put it into the status of the trial. Which means that, you have a right to have the discovery and all that other stuff. There's some other things that goes along with it. There's a forever warning that the court has to read to determine whether or not you really want to go forward with representing yourself. But those are some of the other things that can happen. Now, anybody else have any questions? No other questions? Okay. Okay, so at this time, the court is going to be in recess. And make sure you conduct yourself accordingly. If you need any assistance, just raise your hand and our court personnel will come out and help you. Okay, hold on.
Make sure you complete your paperwork before you step out the hall and you use the restroom. All right, you're gonna prolong
Jefferson County Court Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session in cause number 25 CCCR 0066 case of South State of Texas versus Justin Aaron Woods. Mr. Woods, would you please come forward? Okay. Good morning. Mr. Woods, your full name is Justin Aaron Woods?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Woods, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Sir.
Mr. Woods, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Woods?
Been right, so.
Doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Woods, you're represented in your case by your attorney, William Cheadle. Mr. Attorney Cheadle, how are you?
Very good, Judge, thank you.
That's good. And the state is represented in this case by Attorney Shane Hilton. Mr. Hilton, how are you doing?
I'm good, Your Honor. Thank you.
That's good. Now, Mr. Cheadle, do you waive a record in Mr. Woods' case?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Mr. Woods, I have before me a document on my computer that is titled Information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that you, Justin Aaron Woods, on or about June 22nd of 2024, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, operating a motor vehicle in a public place, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more. Mr. Woods, do you understand what you have been charged with?
Yes, sir.
To this charge, Mr. Woods, how do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes.
Mr. Woods, I also have a document on my tablet that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. This document is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document? On page 2 of this, okay. Check, you're gonna have to check the box. But it says this is a Class A misdemeanor. You didn't waive the enhancement, did you?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, it's just a Class A misdemeanor.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
Well, there's a button, the whole button. But
yeah, on the bottom button,
I got it.
yeah. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work.
you have to
Okay.
hold the button just right.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Woods, I have before me a document that's titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment, also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Now, the top box that's checked states that this is a Class A misdemeanor, and the range of punishment for a Class A misdemeanor is a fine that does not exceed $2,000 or jail time that does not exceed 365 days in the county jail, or you could be given both such fine and confinement. Do you understand the range of punishment for a Class A misdemeanor? On page 2 of this same document, there's, what is this? I guess that's his signature and initials on a line next to a box that has JW, and then they have, what's that? Justin JW?
Well, he was gonna sign it, but then we.
Oh,
we
well, I could erase
keep
his
that
name.
with the bottom button.
Okay, I could just erase his name.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you have a set of initials, JW, on the line next to a box that's checked Nola Contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials on this document? On page 2 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document that's titled trial court certification to defendant's right of appeal, You recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line inside the defendant? At the top of this document, there are two boxes checked. The first box says check states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right to appeal. Do you understand that statement? Second box says check states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement? I also have a document on paper that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line as titled defendant? And Mr. Woods, before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
He did.
Did you understand everything that your attorney went over?
Yes, sir.
Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Mr. Woods, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State offers States Exhibit 1.
Any objections?
No.
No objections. States Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Attorney Cheater, you advised and counseled Mr. Woods. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Woods, your attorney, Mr. Cheadle, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Sir.
Okay, Mr. Woods, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
We'd ask the court for 180 days county jail, probated for a period of 2 years of community supervision, fine of $500, repayment of court costs, requirement of the interlock device, 40 hours of community service, and the standard terms and conditions of the DWI first. And also in exchange for a plea on this cause, Your Honor, the state has agreed to a dismissal on cause number 24 DCCR 2411.
What's the court cost in this case? Okay, Mr. Woods, the state is offering that you serve 180 days in Jefferson County Jail. However, you'll not be required to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail because you'll be placed on probation for a period of 2 years. During the 2-year period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $500 plus court costs of $377. You'll be required to pay DWI conviction fee of a fine fee of $100. You'll be required to pay a probation fee of $60 a month, your analysis fee of $15 a month, and a reimbursement fee of $15. You'll also be required to pay Jefferson County court-appointed attorney's fees of $125 on the day of the plea. Should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50. Now, your total monthly installments, that is the total amount that you will be required to pay each month, is $121 a month. Will you be able to pay the $121 each month?
Yes, sir.
All right. You will also be required to install an interlock device or any vehicle that you're on. Well, you'll be required to perform 40 hours of community service. You'll be required to install an interlock device on any vehicle that you own or operate. You'll be required to attend a completed DWI education class, have an alcohol assessment, and adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of this probation. And the state will dismiss cause number 24DCCR 2411. Mr. Woods, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Woods, I'll follow the plea bargaining agreement that you have entered into with the state. Now, Mr. Woods, this will conclude your case. You're gonna stand at the end of that table, follow the directions of the bailiff. Once you're finished following the directions of the bailiff, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Attorney Chitter, you're free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Oh, it shouldn't be, no, the 125 was the DWI fee. Okay, no worries, get him back up here. Mr. Woods, I think I had mistakenly mentioned that there's code appointed fees of 125. You won't have to pay code appointed fees. It's the DWI education and initial evaluation fee of $125 on the day of the plea. Should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50. Okay? All right.
And that's through probation, right?
Well, yeah, it'll be through
No.
probation. Yeah.
Right.
Let me see. You have the paper? Okay, where's
Who is it, Judge?
you?
No, I guess I'll.
No, I'm fine. Okay, the next two cases are cause numbers 25 CCCR 2256 and cause number 25 CCCR 2257. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Jacorin L. White. Mr. White, would you please come forward? Okay, Mr. White, your full name is Jacorin L. White. Mr. White, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay, you may put your hand up. How are you doing, Mr. White? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. I'm Mr. White. I have before me a document that is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? And are these your initials on the line that states you would like to waive that you would like to have your case reset to hire your own attorney? Now, Mr. White, before you signed and initialed these documents, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best you know? Okay, Mr. White, your case is going to be reset to give you an opportunity to hire your own attorney. Our court coordinator is going to reset your case. Once she resets your case, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Please have a seat and if, okay, she has it right there. Once you get your reset, you're free to go.
This is so.
Okay. That door is locked, sir. Next case. Terrence O'Neill. Okay, Ms. O'Neill, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. O'Neill? That's good. Now, Ms. O'Neill, I have before me two documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. You recognize this document? Is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? And are these your initials on the line that state you'd like to apply for a court-appointed attorney? I also have another document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. You recognize this document? You have to speak up. On page 2. Okay. Okay, on page 2 of this document, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Is this your signature? Now, Ms. O'Neill, before you signed and initialed these documents, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Okay, Ms. O'Neill, I read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you is Attorney Laura Perazzo. Attorney Perazzo will be given information to contact you, and you will be given information to contact her. Our court coordinator will give you that information. Once she gives you that information, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Are you ready for it?
No.
Just have a seat in that first chair on the wall. Amy Mayo. That's O'Neill, Terrence O'Neill. Okay, this is cause number 25 CCCR 1729, excuse me. Cause number 25 CCCR 1792. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Amy Michelle Mayo. Miss Mayo, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Miss Mayo, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Miss Mayo, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Miss Mayo?
Fine.
Okay. Now, Miss Mayo, let's do this here. Before we go any further, have I ever represented you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Your case is gonna have to be transferred to court next door, because there's a conflict of interest. Mail. Just have a seat.
Here.
Okay, mail. Okay. Okay, next case is Lorenzo Paul Petrie Jr. Mr. Petrie, your full name is Lorenzo Paul Petrie Jr.?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petrie, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Petrie, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petrie, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Petrie? That's good. Now, Mr. Petrie, I have before me 2 documents. The first document is titled affidavit. Well, the first document is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
On page 2 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document that's titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
Are these your initials on the line that state you would like to
Yes.
apply for a court-appointed attorney? Now, Mr. Petrie, before you sign and initial these documents, did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct
Yes, sir.
to the best of your knowledge? Okay, Mr. Petrie, I read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is Attorney Nathan Reynolds. Attorney Reynolds will be given information to contact you, and you will be given information to contact him. Our court coordinator will give you that information. Once she gives you that information, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. Please have a seat in that first chair on the wall. What's that? Emil Cruz Castano Omar. Okay, your full name is Yamil Cruz Castano Omar?
Yes, sir.
Okay, would you please raise your right hand? You swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Sir,
You may put your hand down. How are you doing?
you, sir, you.
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Omar, I have before me two documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. You recognize this document?
Sir, you, sir.
And is this your signature?
Sir, you, sir.
And are these your initials on the line that state you like to apply for a court-appointed attorney?
Sir, you, sir.
I also have another document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. You recognize this document?
Sir, you, sir.
And on page 2 of this document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is this your signature?
Sir, you, sir.
Hey, Mr. Omar, before you sign and initial these documents, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read?
Sir, you,
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
sir, you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Omar, I read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney. And the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is Attorney Charles Rojas. Attorney Rojas will be given permission to contact you, and you will be given permission to contact him. Our court coordinator will give you that information. Once you get the information, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. Please have a seat in that first chair on the wall. You, Okay, this is Bill. Okay, this is, Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. Court is in session and cause number 25 CCCR 1518. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Nicholas Bill. Mr. Bill, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Bill, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Bill, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God? Mr. Bill, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Bill? You doing good? That's good. Now, Mr. Bill, the state is represented in this case by Mr. Samuel Masradian. Mr. Masradian, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Mr. Bill, I have before me on my computer a document that is titled information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that you, Nicholas Bill, on or about May 8th of 2025, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of criminal trespass. Mr. Bill, do you understand what you have been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Bill, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges? Now, Mr. Bill, now, before we go any further, Mr. Bill, I must inform you that you have a right to have a record made of this proceeding. What that means is you have a right to have a court reporter who will be sitting to my left to type down everything that's being said in this proceeding. Now, you also have a right to waive your right to have a court reporter, which means you have a right to give up your right to have a court reporter to type down everything that's in this case. Do you understand? Now, do you waive or give up your right to have a court reporter? You say you can't? Okay. Now, Mr. Bill, I also have before me a document that is titled misdemeanor plea admonishment. This document is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document? You have to speak up.
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there are 2 sets of initials. One set of initials is below a paragraph that is titled waiver and is on a line, and your initials are on a line next to a box that's checked nolo contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials in this location?
Yes, sir.
Now, the second set of initials is below a paragraph that is titled discovery admonishment, and it is next to a statement that states, I do not request discovery. I waive my right to discovery in this case and choose to enter a plea of guilty or no contest. Did you place your initials in this second location?
Yeah.
Okay. On page 3 of this same document, there's a signature below, above the line that is titled defendant. Is this your signature? On the next document that's titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? Now, at the top of this document, there are 2 boxes checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. You understand that statement?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Bill, before you signed, okay, I also have some documents on paper. First document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? And are these your initials on the line that states you like to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself? I also have another document on paper that is titled Waiver of Counsel for Purposes of Entering a Guilty Plea or Proceeding in Trial. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? Now, Mr. Bill, before you signed and initialed all of the documents that I just showed you, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Now, Mr. Bill, are you a citizen of the United States?
State offers States Exhibit 1, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Bill, the state is offering State's Exhibit number 1 to be used as evidence in your case. Okay. State's Exhibit number 1 is the same document the first document that you acknowledge on this tablet. And it is the same document that have your initials in these 2 locations, and it has your signature on page 3. Is it all right for the state to use this document as evidence in your case? Okay. No objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. And Mr. Bill, you are a citizen of the United States, is that correct? Okay. Now, Mr. Bill, is there any evidence that you're currently mentally incompetent to stand trial? And that basically means, is there any evidence that you're mentally ill or you do not understand what's going on in this case? There's no evidence? Okay. Okay, no evidence that you're mentally ill, so the court will accept your plea of no contest. The court will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. The court will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And the court will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement in this case?
We do, Your Honor.
What is the agreement?
That'd be 1 year deferred adjudication with a $200 fine and 48 hours community service.
You say 48
8.
hours of community service? Okay, let's see. What's the court cost in this case?
2 sevens.
Okay, Mr. Bill, the state is offering, let's see, the state is offering that you serve 1 year deferred adjudicated probation. During the 1 year probationary period, you're required to pay a fine of $200 plus court costs of $277. You'll be required to pay a probation fee of $6 a month, your analysis fee of $15 a month, and reimbursement fee of $15. Now, your total monthly installments is $127 a month. Are you able to pay the $127 each month? Are you working? Do you have any income? So you're not able to pay the $127 a month, right? Okay, now let me do this here. I have before me a document that was filled out. Did he fill it out? Yeah. Okay, this is a document that you filled out while you was at the Jefferson County Jail. Could you show this document to him? Now, Mr. Bill, you recognize that document? And is everything in that document still true and correct today? Okay, so now, Mr. Bill, the court is going to find that you're indigent. Okay, this is, court has found that you are indigent, and based on the finding of indigency, in this case, the fine of $200 and court costs of $277 will be converted to 38 hours of community service pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. The reimbursement fee of $15 will be waived pursuant to Article 102.018 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. The probation fee in this case will be waived pursuant to Article 42A.652B, because the court has determined that the payment of the reimbursement fee would cause you to have a significant financial hardship. You will be required to pay the urinalysis fee in this case of $180. So your total monthly installments in this case is $16 a month. Okay? Now you will also be required to perform 48 hours of community service. Now, the 48 hours of community service is in addition to the 38 hours of community service that was converted from the fine and court costs, which comes to a total of 86 hours of community service. Do you understand that? Yes. And you will also be required to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of this probation. Now, Mr. Bill, do you understand the state's offer and the findings that the court have made in this case?
Yes.
And do you think that is fair and just? And do you accept it? Okay, now, Mr. Bill, Alf, all the plea bargaining agreement with the findings that the court have made in this case, Mr. Bill. You're gonna have a seat, because it's gonna take some time for them to redo the paperwork. Now, before you take a seat, I see that you're not here alone. You have someone else here with you, and who is that person? Oh, that's your mother. Okay, ma'am, thanks for coming down here with your son. Now, Mr. Bill, how old are you? 17, okay. I know, you might find this to be surprising, but I was 17 years old at one time for 365 days. Okay? And I do know that when I was 17, and like you, I had some hair on my head. That was one thing. I no longer have that now. But I could think back and realize that, when I was 17, I put a lot of stock in friends. And I'm sure you put a lot of stock in friends too. Because a lot of times, young people say they have their BFFs and best friends for life. They ride or die. Talking about those people that's going to be here with you through thick and thin. Okay. But on days like today, when you need that BFF or that ride or die, that person that you consider your BFF or your ride or die, they not here. You know why? Because they found something, they figured, I got something else better to do than to be down here in court with you. But there is one person that's here with you. There was nothing else in this world that she was going to do other than to be here with you at this time. And you know why she did that? Why? She loved you, right? I tell people to say everybody's not your friend. Everybody's not your partner. But when that lady says she got you, she got you. Okay? That's the lady that put roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on the table, even bought a table for you to put the food on. Right? And I know every now and then she probably put a little spanking on your butt. Right? Because she was mama. Okay? And so before the day is out, you need to give that woman a big hug. Okay? For being here for you.
Yes, sir.
Now, I tell people this all the time. A lot of times you look at yourself in this situation and you think, oh, it's all over. My life is just going down the drain. I'm in a storm. But just remember this, when you're walking through a storm, hold your head high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and a sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. Okay? So when you're drowning in the sea of confusion, just remember that hope floats. You could hold on to the hope, things that you hope for in life. This is not an end all. Okay? Some people might look at it as a stumbling block, but you could look at it as a stepping stone. And people use stepping stones to reach higher heights in life. Okay? Now, if you successfully complete this probationary period, this case will be dismissed. It will not result in a conviction on your record, and you may qualify for a non-disclosure whereby your record will be sealed to the general public. Do you understand that? All right. So you'll be free to go. Just have a seat and wait for your name to be called. Okay. Uhura M. Pickney. I think I pronounced it right.
She did.
Ms. Pickney, your full name is Uhura M. Pickney.
Yes.
Ms. Pickney, would you please raise your right hand? You swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Ms. Pickney, you may put your hands down. How are you doing, Ms. Pickney? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Now, Ms. Pickney, I have, before we go any further, I must inform you that you have a right to have a court reporter to type down everything that's being said. You also have a right to waive or give up your right to have a court reporter. Do you waive or give up the right to have a court reporter? You do? Okay. Now, Ms. Pickney, before we go any further, anytime that you respond to my questions, you have to speak up. Can't just nod your head. Okay. Now, Ms. Pickney, I have before me two documents on paper. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
And are these your initials on the line that state you like to
Yes, sir.
waive your right to attorney and represent yourself?
Yes.
I also have another document that is titled Waiver of Counsel for Purposes of Entering Guilty Plea or Proceeding Trial. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Pickney, I also have a document on my computer that is titled Information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that Uhura M. Pickney, on or about June 29, 2025, while you were operating a motor vehicle in a on a public highway in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed to Class B misdemeanor offense of driving with license suspended or invalid with previous convictions or suspensions without financial responsibility. Do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes.
Now, to this charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I'm guilty. I'm confident.
It's no contest?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you pleaded no contest freely and voluntarily.
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges? That's what no contest means. Now, Ms. Pickney, I also have before me on my tablet a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. This document is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there are two sets of initials. First set of initials is next to a box that's checked no contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials here?
Yes.
Second set of initials is on a line next to a statement that reads, I do not wish to have discovery. I waive my right to have discovery in this case and choose to enter a plea of guilty and no contest. Did you place your initials in the second
Yes,
location? On page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document that's titled Trial Court Certification, the Defendant's Right of Appeal, you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Ms. Pickney, at the top of this document, there are two boxes checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. You understand that statement?
Mhm.
Now, Ms. Pickney, before you signed and initial all of the documents that I just showed you, did you read the documents?
Yes.
Did you understand what you read?
Yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct
Yes.
to the best of your knowledge? Ms. Pickney, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, I am.
State offers State's Exhibit 1, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Pickney, the state is offering State's Exhibit Number 1 to be used as evidence against you in your case. Now, State's Exhibit Number 1 is this first document that I showed you on this tablet that you acknowledged. This is the same document that have your initials in these two locations on page 2, and it has your signature on page 3. Is it all right for the state to use this document as evidence in your case?
Yes.
Okay, no objections. State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. Ms. Pickney, is there any evidence that you are currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
Mm.
None? Okay, Ms. Pickney, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what's the agreement?
It'll be 90 days confinement in the county jail, probated for a period of 6 months, with a fine of $200 and 24 hours of community service, as well as 2 days jail credit to go towards the fine and court cost.
Okay. What's the court cost?
277.
6 months. That's 360. Okay, Mr. Pigney, the state is offering that you serve 90 days in Jefferson County. Oh, hold on, let me do this here. Cancel this. Okay, now I'm gonna explain it to you. Let me just do this. Okay, now, Ms. Pigney, the state is offering that you serve 90 days in Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not be required to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail because you'll be on probation for 6 months. During the 6 month probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $200 plus court costs of $277. Now, you will be given 2 days credit toward the fine and court costs, which is $477. So you'll be given credit for 2 days, which is $200. Okay, it's $100 a day. So that will reduce the fine and court costs from $477 to $277. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You'll also be required to pay a probation fee of $60 a month. You will now submit $15 a month reimbursement fee of $15. Your total monthly installments, that is the total amount that you will be required to pay each month, is $148 a month. Will you be able to pay the $148 each month? Okay. Does she have an affidavit? Okay. 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 Okay, now, Ms. Pigney, I have before me a document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. You recognize this document? And is this on page 2 of this document? She didn't sign it. Did you get her to sign it, Ms. Mosley?
Yeah. No. You wanted to fill all this out, right?
No, sign where it says signature, defender's signature. It's at the top left-hand corner. Okay. Now, Ms. Pigney, is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes.
Now, Ms. Pigney, before you signed this document, did you read the document? You understand what you read? And is everything in this document true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Pigney, the court is gonna find that you're indigent. Okay, let me do this here. She does this. Okay. It's 200.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Picnic. As previously mentioned, the court has found that you're indigent. And so, the fine in this case is $200 and the court cost is $277. You'll be given 2 days credit toward that, which leaves a total of $277. The $277 will be converted to 22 hours of community service pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. The reimbursement fee of $15 will be waived pursuant to Article 102.018 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. And the probation fee will be reduced to the statutory minimum of $25 a month. You will be required to pay the urinalysis fee $15 a month. Your total monthly installments is $48 a month. Okay. And you will be required to also perform 24 hours of community service in addition to the 22 that was converted from the fine and court costs, which comes to a total of 46 hours of community service. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And you will also be required to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of this probation. And Ms. Pickney, do you understand the state's offering the findings that the court have made in this case?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that it's fair and just?
Yes.
And do you accept it? Okay,
I have a question. You said $48, that's how much I pay every month,
right.
and who do I pay that to?
Oh, that'll be your probation. While you're on probation, that's part of your probation fees. The probation officer will tell you about that.
Okay.
Once you go.
know,
I understand. Now, Ms. Pickney, do you accept the plea bargain agreement in this case? Okay, Ms. Pickney, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered. Ms. Pickney, you're gonna have a seat, wait for your name to be called. Once your name is called, you follow the directions of the bailiff. Okay, I don't have this gentleman's paperwork. Oh, this is it.
That's the ball. The ball.
Okay, oh, we just, do we have his,
Yeah, I thought Shane said. Yes, reset to her, is that what it is? Not sure. You spoke with the DA, right?
okay, why don't you come on up? I've got another problem. So, sit with your boss. As we arranged him last week on Zoom. Okay. Okay, court is in session in three cases. Cause numbers 25-CCCR-0928, cause number 25-CCCR-1250, cause number 25-CCCR-1677. All three cases are styled the state of Texas versus Jay Stovall. Oh, now he said that no. He didn't change his paperwork. Yeah, the paperwork might change. He didn't make a choice, so still have, he said he's gonna hire, right?
You changed it to hire?
I don't know. He said that he has to reset my case again because he has to talk to.
Oh,
no.
okay, understand. Let me see, okay, oh, I thought it was reset that, okay. Okay, so, Mr. Stovall, would you please raise your right hand? You swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Stovall, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Stovall?
Okay.
Well, that's good. Now, Mr. Stovall, I have before me two documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. You recognize this document?
I do, Your Honor.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? And are these your initials on the line that state you would like to waive your right to attorney and represent yourself?
Yes, sir.
I also have another document that is titled waiver of counsel for purposes of entering guilty plea or proceeding trial. You recognize this document?
I do.
And is this your signature on the line as titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Stovall, before you sign and issue these documents, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct? Ms. Stovall, you have gum in your mouth?
No. Oh, no, it's a nicotine pouch, sorry. I just move it around when I'm nervous.
Oh, okay. Now, before you signed and initialed these documents, did you, read the documents? Did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Stovall. Okay, did he say how long he wanted to reset? Did he say?
I believe Shagan was requesting a standard reset, Your Honor.
Standard, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on a minute. Stovall. I don't see his, did you add his case to the, oh, there it is.
Let's get rid of the claim.
Okay. Now, Mr. Stovall, on last week, you appeared via Zoom, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And, you were given bond conditions, is that correct?
That's correct.
And, I think the bond condition was emailed to you, and then they may have sent it to your bondsman. But, one of the bond conditions, bond condition 7 is that you're supposed to wear a GPS monitor, right?
Yes, I have, well, I didn't. I tried to get it in Travis County, but the companies there won't issue for out of county, and so. I know that Glenda Segura, I think her name was, is underwater last week. I think she was the only court coordinator, and so I didn't get the information about companies that I need to get it from Jefferson County until Friday, which was 3 days. But there's multiple emails back and forth about that. Long story short, I have an appointment with Johnny's this afternoon to get it.
At what time?
He said come to his office in Beaumont. I think he sent an email confirming that to the court.
Did we get that?
An email from John.
From Janice.
Did they send it yesterday or this morning?
We need
I
to
talked
call
to him on
Janice.
Saturday, and he said he was going to send it Monday morning because nobody would see it.
Oh, your appointment,
Yeah,
confirming your appointment.
yes.
Okay, just have a seat in the jury box right there, and then we'll confirm it. Right there, the jury box. Yeah, just sit in one of those chairs.
Huh? Oh, one of them got reset.
Okay, that's all I know. Let me go right now. All right. Thank you.
And did we find out anything on, Ms. Mayo?
Here's her order. Basically, we're gonna have to wait until next Wednesday.
Okay, so I just signed the order.
And she can,
She gonna have to check with you?
she can go to, she can call our office Wednesday. All right.
Okay, just tell her that.
Ms. Mayo? Your case is. Your case is being transferred to California, Law number 3, which is right next door. You want to go to next Wednesday?
Okay, we don't have them up there on that, form? Okay, now, Miss Mayo, previously I had asked, well, first of all, would you please raise your right hand? You swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Now, Miss Mayo, previously I had asked, you, well, first of all, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
to help you God? You can put your hand down. Now, previously I had asked you whether I had represented you, and you said yes. But now you thought I was asking if I was
Yeah.
a judge.
Confused.
Okay, so I never represented you as an attorney.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so now, Ms. Mayo, I have before me two documents. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights of Defendants while Attorney. You recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line entitled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
Are these your initials on the line that state you like to apply for court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
I also have another document that is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigents. You recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And on page 2 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant Signature. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Miss Mayo, before you sign and initial these documents, did you read the documents?
Yes.
Did you understand what you read? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Mayo, I read your answers. Based on your answers, you meet the eligibility requirements for the appointment of a court-appointed attorney, and the attorney that will be appointed to represent you in this case is Attorney Marvel Provo. Attorney Provo will be given information to contact you, and you will be given information to contact her. Court coordinator will give you that information. Once you get your information, you're free to go, and you have a blessed day. Please have a seat in the first chair on the wall.
Okay, so her case is staying in this work?
Yeah. Yeah. It was. Okay, Mr. Stovall, just confirm that, you do have an appointment with, Janice to get your ankle monitored. I think they said you can go over there right now. Your case is going to be reset, and he said a standard reset.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's gonna give the prosecutor time to get in contact with the complaining witness in the case. So we're gonna give you a standard reset. Now, if you probably need to maybe stay in contact with the prosecutor, because the only reason why I'm saying that is because if you wanted to do it before that date, come to court like you did today, if the prosecutor would have to have that in place.
So I spoke to Shane Hilton, I think is.
Yes, sir.
And that's that'd be your contact.
Right, Shane
Okay.
Hilton.
I asked him, so I already mentioned this, but I live in Austin and got 3 dogs and I got to travel with them and it's really,
Okay,
really stressful. So I asked him if there was any way he could get in touch with the witness this week because I took off the week and I rented an Airbnb here in Beaumont. So I'm trying to.
And I understand that, but
What's that?
both, and I said, and I understand that, but both Mr. Hilton and Ms. Simmons are in trial this week, so their
Okay.
time is pressed. In fact, the reason that they left right now, earlier was not for lunch, but for a witness meeting. So they are running.
Well, I'll be here. Like I said, I rented this place for the whole week, so if it's
Understand.
possible, it'd be great, but if not, I understand they're busy.
okay. But you just have to stay in contact with Mr. Hilton. Or he'll let you know whether or not he's contact, and then it would be appropriate if they can get it done within the time frame that you just mentioned.
Okay.
Okay, now you need, once you go get that ankle monitor, you need to bring proof of that here. If you had Johnny can email it.
Okay.
Or if not, you can email it.
No, Trina,
Yes.
You have a copy of your bond conditions with you?
I have it on my computer.
I'm gonna print it out for you because he's gonna need it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
he has a copy of
He
it.
has, okay.
Johnny's done?
I sent it to him last week when I was trying to
Oh,
figure all this out.
okay. All right. So,
I'll take a printout just in case.
okay,
I don't
yeah.
wanna-
okay. We're gonna give you a reset date. She's gonna give you a reset date. Once you get your reset date, you're free to go and you have a blessed day and get that back to us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And this will conclude the calling of the court's arraignment docket on today's date. Court will be in recess till 1:30 to continue with the trial that we started on yesterday. Okay, you're welcome.
See you later.